Quiet on a set, scene one begins with beautiful woman walking into the room. I call her my beautiful because of her soul. I call her my sweetest because of her heart. I call her my queen because that's who a king deserves to spend life with. She's the jewel of my world, the diamond I've been searching for, the mold of perfection, a model citizen. Tonight is the evening I shall propose. Like, will you be my wife? Yeah, I said it. Spend life ago, love my world, the diamond I've been searching for, the mold of perfection, a model citizen. Tonight is the evening I shall propose. Like, will you be my wife? Yeah, I said it.
What's good, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us for another awesome season. It is From Her Point of View talk show with your girl, LeeLee, the goddess, and my awesome co-host.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Gizelle, yet again. And I'm so excited to be back with you, LeeLee, the goddess, for our final season. This is season 5 of From Her Point of View talk show.
That's right. I know it's been a minute, everybody. I know you guys are missing us, but we got to break a few things down for you that's brand new this season. From Her Point of View will be available on Roku, season 5, of course, just season 5 now. All right. This season is sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine based out of Las Vegas. If you would like to be on the show or book an interview, in fact, contact I said it at isaiditmanagement@gmail.com. What else we got for them, Ms. Gizelle?
Yes, and you can also contact us to book to be on our show at From Her Point of View talk show on Instagram or Facebook in the Messenger. And you can also contact me, Gizelle, at Jizzy Worldwide, and follow me everywhere at Jizzy Worldwide.
And likewise, over here with your girl, LeeLee, the goddess, I do have my own radio show, Flawless Dreams Radio. I would love to find out and get to know more about you as an artist. Doesn't matter what you do. If you're an actress, if you're a model, if you're an entrepreneur of any sort, I would love to have you on the show. Just go ahead and contact me, DM me, Facebook at LeeLee the Goddess. And if you still are searching for me, then you go ahead and you type in Flawless Dreams Magazine, and you'll see and follow me on Facebook as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, Flawless Dreams LLC on YouTube channel. LeeLee the Goddess. Google me on all social media platforms and follow.
Yes. And so I would like to say, back with us being on the Roku channel, this is a first. And so it's a great opportunity for all the ladies, all the queens to be able to be featured on the Roku channel, featured on our YouTube platform and live on Facebook and Instagram, and also have an opportunity to get a spread, a blog spread, and the new up and coming From Her Point of View talk show magazine that'll be coming out in 2026. So seize the opportunity. And we also want to shout out Black International Magazine. We want to give them a shout out. We want to give a shout out to our brand ambassadors, the legendary Mimie Acosta and Lizzie Smith as well. She's always here. She always comes in and chat with us. And we just appreciate our brand ambassadors and everyone that supports us and watches us.
That's right. And we love to hear everybody's perspective. Your point of view is very important to us. We want to get in depth and conversate about all the different types of relationships, because there's the intimate, there's the platonic, there's also different types of relationships that we actually want to get in cover with you. The business, professional relationships, the friendships, and even those friends with benefits. We want to cover it.
Situationships.
Question marks, whatever. Giselle, you look gorgeous. What?
Oh, well, thank you. Pink is my favorite color. I'm sure some of you already know that. but you know, I love pink. What's
I love the
your
feathers.
favorite color?
My
What's your
favorite
favorite color?
color is red, but I rarely wear it. I mostly wear pink a lot and purple.
Mm. Okay, okay.
Mhm. Yes.
Well,
You, yeah. Mm.
we know how you kick it off. So I did want to say before you kicked it off with you know, the way you do it, I would like to say, since we have broadened the talk show to talk about more types of relationships, um, have you ever had a situationship that turned into a real relationship? Have you
Yes.
ever experienced that?
Mm.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yes, I can. Sometimes
Mhm.
it starts with a simple friendship and then um, curiosity at that point, peaks. And then you find yourself in a 15-year situationship, you know,
Mhm.
thinking that it could develop further. And
Right.
sometimes it just doesn't. Because then you find it gives a person a chance to kind of like get an idea of, you know, how would it be if this was more than just a situationship? For me, I just took it. I like to take my time. 15 years is a long time. Um, but hey, sometimes we have to do that. I
Right.
found it very, very easy for me to do it, especially since I'm a single mother and I have my daughter. And it was a relationship that was very new to me, very different, and it was so I was treading in unfamiliar waters, unfamiliar territory.
Right.
And
Mhm.
but I would suggest stick to what you know. Stick to
Mhm.
what you know, everybody. If it's fun to kind of, and it's fun, and then, for a certain period of time to kind of, you know, test the waters. But other than that, stick to what you know. I'm sorry, because the you know less complications are important, Gizelle.
Mhm.
Something
Sometimes
that's
what you know
complicated.
though could be a hindrance in your life. Like
Say what?
sometimes like you could be sometimes like what you know, like the familiarity of just dating a certain type of person or a caliber of person. It can also, because so there's a disadvantage in that too. Like it can be, you know, a hindrance to why, if marriage say is someone's goal, why they're not getting married, or
Mm,
why, or if they being in a relationship is someone's goal, why they're staying single or always finding the same type of person. Sometimes, you know, stepping out of that comfort zone. Now not stepping out of the comfort zone into something like completely just absurd, like just, you know, loopy, like something you really ain't into, but you're trying to force yourself to be into. No.
that part.
But sometimes, yeah, you definitely got to broaden your horizons. You got to come out of
Mm,
your neighborhood. That sometimes that partner, that husband, you know, that wife, whatever, that may be in another state. You know,
mm.
sometimes it ain't where you at, and we stay
Yeah.
confined to a certain area and kind of limit ourselves.
Oh
Traveling
yeah.
is a
I,
good idea.
for me, honestly, I tell you, uh, if you have not, and I'm gonna tell you like this, everybody out there who considers themselves, you know, straight or whatever, honey, stick, like that's what I mean. Stick to what you know.
Right,
If you
right,
straight,
right,
if you straight, you straight. If you straight, you
right.
straight. If you give that other side, that other world, a chance, deep down inside it's not what you wanted. You might be taking a risk, not just in so many ways you're taking a risk because now you're changing your personality. Now you, instead of going, because I'm gonna tell you like this, women, and we did talk about this one, I think one time, women who don't feel secure tend to
Mm,
act more masculine. So that they, and sometimes a female who was very, they're very feminine, gets into a situationship with a more masculine female. Next, she's being masculine and she has let go the feminine part side of her because now she's with a woman that's more masculine. So that's what I mean. It's like, if you know for a fact that you are into men, stick to men, baby. Stick to men. Don't complicate things. Don't complicate things, because, and a lot of people do. They complicate
A
it
lot of
because
times people try to just jump. I see a lot often, like, oh, I'm sick of these men. I'm gonna switch sides. Like,
they
it's
switch
not
sides
something.
because
It's
they're
not
sick of
like
the men.
changing
Yeah,
clothes. You don't do it. You can't operate like that.
right.
I
And then,
understand. Yeah.
or sometimes it's like, because it is difficult to run into males that you don't want them to act like females, but you don't want them to act like pigs either. There's a lot of dogs out there. There's a lot of pigs out there. And unfortunately, there are good men, ladies. There are good men out there. You have to just, depending on what you like to do, you got to surround yourself with the things that you like to do. You will run into him. You will run into
So
him.
should you date? This leads kind of me into thinking, should a person date in their tax bracket, or is there a difference when with men versus women? Like, should women more so date in their tax bracket or higher, or because I know men, it doesn't matter too much for them sometimes, but sometimes it does. Sometimes it can affect them. But is it better to kind of be more on one accord as far as with finances, as far as with maybe social experiences, like-mindedness?
From my point of view, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You hook up with someone that you really vibe with on the spiritual aspects, the physical, the mental, all of it. Hook up with someone that really matches your vibe. I do not think I'm not really I'm a monogamous person. I was going to say I'm not. I'm a monogamous person. I believe
Right.
in monogamy. That's just me. I'm a one
Mhm.
person. I do not like inviting others, like multiple partners, into bedrooms. I just don't do that. Sorry. Find someone else. Again, find somebody that's on that kink vibe like you. If you wanna hook up with 5, 10 partners, you go ahead. But that is a situationship. That will never be a relationship, because relationship is just one, two. That's it. Between two. Just between two, Sway. You may not like what I'm saying, but that's a fact. Do the math. It's between two. Situationship, that's you can have 5, 10. I don't the hell. That's a situation. That's a
What do
complex
you
situation.
say about married couples that do that? There's swingers and people who have open relationships in marriage. What do
It's
you
an
what do you think
excuse.
of that?
It's an excuse to cheat, and it's laziness.
Mm, mm,
There is a
mm.
person looking to be lazy and not even take initiative in that person. You sign up to be in a relationship with with one person. You supposed to you apply your mental, your spiritual, your physical to that person. You
Mm.
know, because remember, what you give, you receive back. If
Right.
you give nothing, you going to, and us women, we reflect what the males give us. So they give us nothing. I mean, we'll try, but then what are you gonna do when your cup is empty and you run out? Because we come
Right.
with a very, very good supply.
Hmm.
I don't know where men get their batteries, but it's not like ours. Their endurance is not like ours. What's up, Jasamni? Now, Jasamni is my daughter. Shout out to my daughter. She just turned 21 this year.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. And
Welcome
thank
to
you for joining
adulthood.
us, Chris. Thank you for joining us. Ah, we got Puerto Rico in the
Hi.
house. If y'all have any questions, go ahead and jot us something. Take your time. But what about you, Gizelle? What do you
I
think?
want to say, no discrimination or anything, but from her point of view, which is moi, I don't agree with the open relationship marriages. I just don't understand why even get married unless the person is getting married for the financial, legal benefits of it all, and it's just like a paperwork thing, and that's all you're chucking marriage up to be. Which it should be more than that. It should be a more sacred thing. That's what it is meant to be, But if you're changing the definition of it for those legal reasons, and then you just still doing whatever you want, like you said, excuse or whatever. I can see that, that's your point of view. But in my opinion, I just feel like, marriage should be more sacred. It should be more honored. I feel like people should have more patience within it, give a little more effort just before throwing in the towel and divorcing, definitely divorce if need be. I don't agree with, staying no matter what, because sometimes the what is not good, maybe abuse or neglect, a lot of things, and they're not changing it. So, but yeah, try to stick it out, try to give it all you got, but I definitely do not agree with open relationships within marriage. No.
Because then that's the marriage
What's
is
the
doomed.
comment? What do you say?
What do you think about work? He says, what do you think about work wives and work husbands? Do you think that it's inappropriate, ladies?
I mean, I think that's something just silly. I mean, unless the person is taking that seriously and actually having something on the side, then yeah. But usually the term is really like silly, people playing around. But
what the heck does that mean anyway? What does that mean?
Like people at work, you might have coworkers, then yeah, you call this your work husband or your work wife, and they're silly or whatever. But as long as there's no intimacy, but I think maybe if a person is married and their partner and they know their partner may have a problem with it, then it would be inappropriate. Other than that, I just feel like it's just something silly, but it is inappropriate considering your status and what your partner would feel.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just,
I'm not into it. I'm not feeling it. You can call me stingy. You can call me selfish. I don't care. But what's mine is mine, and I don't share
right.
that.
Right.
Period. I'm not
I've never
saying
had
that,
a work husband, none of that.
I don't care about that. I don't care about none of that stuff. My thing is
Right.
and to those who do, well, good luck to you, boo boo. Good freaking luck. Good luck.
I saw a video where
and Josh, I know that's you.
It was a skit. It was by what's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but he's real funny. And it was talking about how people be at work with their work wives. So the dude, I guess he had on like construction jacket. So he at work and he all cheesing and ha ha he ha laughing and hugged up with the quote unquote work wife. And then he got mad when he saw her like talking to another guy at the job. So he was like, oh, that's how we doing it. And then she was chasing after him and he was really mad. And then when he left work, he got picked up by his wife and the children. And when he got in the car, he just got to hollering at him, get. They was like, hey, Dad. He was like getting him back, like taking anger out on him.
Oh,
it was meant to be a skit, but it's kind of some truth in that. Like people be at work, be on a whole nother time and with some of their co-workers and then get to, mistreating the family. So it do be like that though.
I know. Josh Salmi said she likes your pink fluffy top. I just got to tell her about her pink fluffy top.
Thank you so much.
I said it says, so from what I've witnessed on jobs, it starts with gifts, touching, then only God knows.
Well, I mean, it's not the same with every situation, so.
I love the way you said it. Sorry.
I don't know. If a person is in a relationship and they're doing that and they're doing more, then yeah, that's inappropriate. Definitely.
Work environment. Let's keep it professional.
Right.
I mean, don't you think that it's important, Gizelle, for anybody to showcase self-discipline, show some discipline, show some respect for boundaries, show patience. If you want to court somebody for real, you got to do it the right way. And if you don't know what that is, ask where to start. We'll talk to you.
What do you think about friendships where there's someone, maybe self-proclaimed classy hoe, or they get around, or they don't have to be a hoe, but they're just very outgoing, very flirtatious or whatever. And you may have a friend that, huh?
Like a social flirt or a slut
No,
flirt?
like really flirtatious, and then you got one that just sleeps around. Maybe like, so say you have
Oh,
these types of friends. You got a friend that sleeps around, friends with sugar daddies, friends that are very flirtatious, and then say you have a friend that's in a relationship or married, and then the partner is associating your character or their wife's or husband's character based on whom they
who they
hang
hang out
around.
with.
Do
That
you
would
think
be
it's
me.
really?
I'm the social flirt, and then everybody else that I know, a lot of them, they're not they're not like friends, but they're just people I hang out with, and they just sort of all over the place. But I know a few married couples, and I think they keep it cool between them two, because I've seen one of the guys before they even got married. This other guy was trying to hit on his woman. He was ready to box him in the club, and I'm like, he got really like animalistic, like protective, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Mm,
And I said that guy, but this guy was drunk, and he was like kind of hitting on anybody, and
right.
so I was like, dude, don't fight with a drunk dude. This guy can't even spell his name. Just shoot him to the side. It ain't got to be that deep. He's not. If he was coherent, he wouldn't. He probably wouldn't be hitting on your girl. I'm sorry.
But she wasn't
But,
like, was she entertaining that at all, or to where he would act that way? Was she
the
entertaining
boyfriend,
it?
she wasn't. She was not saying anything. She was moving away, but he was not taking the hint. And so she wasn't entertaining it, but she wasn't saying, like, we all had to, like, even myself included, be like, nah, guys, she's got her man over there. Like, we all had to, but the guy was so not there. Like, he hit on me, he hit on this other girl, he hit on that girl, he hit on several girls. Like, it just didn't matter. So
Right.
I'm like, this guy's drunk. You can't even take this guy seriously. He's drunk. He don't know what he's doing. Like, as long as he's not throwing up on us or
Right.
grabbing inappropriate parts, all he's doing is just talking.
Right.
And all you have to do is just shoot him away. It's like it wasn't even anything to get off. Some people get excited at the idea of, oh, I get a chance to defend my woman.
Right. Right.
Calm down. The guy ain't even gonna fight you. You fight a drunk guy and you act like you won a fight. There's something wrong with you.
Hmm.
He's not
I
even
don't like, I
right.
don't need nobody like fighting for me or anything. So with her not entertaining that, I feel like that was unnecessary. So are there like any others that you have experienced, or maybe from your own experience or in this certain situation, that are very like very flirtatious, not just socialism, but like very like just go, or
Mm.
classy hoe, and you get socialized as being like them for being around them. Have you ever
You
had
know
that?
what? I have not ever had anybody think that I was like them. Every single person I hang out with, they're also different and weird in their own right, including myself. Like, we're
Right.
all so diverse and different that I think that the only thing that we all have in common is that we're artists.
Right.
We either like to paint, draw, play games, this, like, that's about it. But as far as like how we behave in public and how we carry ourselves, we're all so different.
Mhm.
Like me, I'm a social flirt with my ladies and my gentlemen. Like, I'll compliment my ladies, I'll compliment my gentlemen, and I'll do it in a way where it's like, oh, darling, like that. To me, it's fun, it's cute. I'm not, but when I don't mean social flirt like where I'm like, oh, I'm letting the woman know I'm gonna get her, because I don't swing that way. But that's my point.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
people who know me and actually know me, um, they would be like, "Oh, that's LeeLee. She's just, being LeeLee, being cute, just being funny, social. She don't mean no wrong, nothing." I always get entertained when somebody thinks I'm after their man. I get so entertained. I'm like, I don't want what you have. I'm sorry.
Right.
Because
Right.
the way that I am, I'm old school with it. The moment I found out you're taken, I have no interest in you. I don't want it.
Hmm.
I
Right.
don't want it. I don't want.
You
I don't
just
find it
bring karma
attractive.
on yourself. You bring
Hmm?
karma on yourself. People just bring karma on
Mm,
themselves by doing stuff
yeah.
like that because it's not come immediately, but it's going to come. It doesn't
Right.
miss. It forgets no one. You're going to reap what you
Right.
sow. So why do that to
Right.
yourself?
Mm-mm. I have no
Why do
interest
that to
in that
yourself?
stuff. But it's so
Mhm.
it's so annoying though because like I want to, conversate with my fellow ladies and just say, hey, how to like just regular conversation. But if she's like insecure and she's thinking I'm after him, I'm like, I'm not even talking to your dude, number one. Not looking at him, number two. So something's wrong with you. Something's
Right.
dead wrong with you. I'm not even giving him eye contact. And that's what I mean. I grew when I was little. I was told my parents that just don't even give the husband, boyfriend, or whatever eye contact because they're immediately going to think that you want them. And I'm like, but I don't want them. I don't. If I want you, you'll know. But I don't want.
Right.
You won't
Right.
have to guess. You won't have to
Right.
guess. I'm a Sagittarius. You won't have to guess. But
Right.
if you have to imagine stuff in your head, then don't delude yourself, boo boo. I don't want you.
Mhm. Well, I'll
Gizelle
say,
knows.
yeah, definitely. I'll say that I don't discriminate. What some people do, has nothing to do with me. But I do have moral values, so I will,
Moral
interject.
value.
If they come to me with something that they're doing or planning to do, like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do that, or but it's up to them, but
Mm-hmm.
it's up to them. So I will say, um, I've dealt with people that like I can tell some people be insecure. So I always like if I see a girl, she's with her guy, I greet the woman first, greet the guy,
Always.
but give her
Mm-hmm.
eye contact. This is kind of like a respect thing. It's a girl's
Mm-hmm.
girl thing. Um, I don't want your man, boo. Okay.
That's right. And
Um,
have you ever had a married couple that you work with, right? Because I work with a lot of folks, and a lot of them are married. So let's say you work with a married couple, right? And the
mhm.
guy gets drunk and incoherent, he's being high, whatever the case is, and he ends up when you hug and you're about to leave, like you hug the wife and you hug him, like you weren't gonna give him a hug. You just like, oh, like come here, it's no big deal. He gives you a hug and he slaps your butt and then he walks away.
Ooh wee.
Yeah.
Oh
You ever had that?
no. What
I
happened?
did. I did
Wow. So
recently.
what happened when he did that?
It happened so fast and it was such a hot freaking day that I just wanted to keep it moving. I'm like, I don't care. I just don't care to entertain this.
Mm.
The guy's drunk off his ass. What am I gonna do? Oh my God, I really have this belief that, when a woman marries the guy, she knows him and she knows what
Right.
she's getting into. She
Mhm.
knows that the guy is getting drunk and high. She knows how he's probably going to act. I just don't let it happen again. It happened very fast. It happened fast. I don't condone it. I did not appreciate it, but I wasn't going to sit there or, excuse me, stand there and entertain it.
Like make a scene, yeah. That
Make a
reminds
scene.
me that does remind me of I went to I can't recall where I was, but we visited, it was someone's home and it was for a business relationship and I went with a friend and it was a guy that was bringing us and we were I can't remember what the I know it was related to entertainment and things of that nature. But the guys that we met, I never met him, but his wife was she was very like friendly. She was giving us hospitality, feeding us, asking, do we want something to eat? Do we want something to drink? Very nice lady, very nice lady. And when she would come down there and bring us things, I'm like, thank you so much, because that's the way I am. And then when she would go back up, her husband was flirting. And I did
Mm,
not like that. So I
mm,
didn't make a scene or anything like you, similar to you. I didn't make a scene, but I'm just was thinking like, it wasn't like he just would make like comments about features or say like, you know, you're very pretty and stuff like that. And I didn't like that. I don't roll like that. And especially like I'm meeting your wife and she's giving all this hospitality. I'm not gonna be like a snake like that. And I just was very kind of like put off by his disdain, his like, you know, dishonor of his wife. And I guess there's so many women that are okay with doing that.
We're more honorable with our soul, ladies. You see, I would be more honorable with you. With you know, we're more honorable with each other. Like the first thing we're seeing is, oh, I see here, and I see her, and I see her man. I know not to give him eye contact because I don't want to. I don't want to mislead anything. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're like, oh, you know, you think like you're the this irresistible thing. Guys can be dogs. They sticky, you know. I'm going to use somebody in the comment section word that I was taught this year. Where there's a hole, there's a goal. I don't like that, but that's what they say. Real quick, when does too many compliments become annoying to someone who is not in? You're not interested in or into. It's a good
that
one.
can become annoying really quick. If you're not interested in the person and the person is just all these compliments and stuff, that definitely, in my opinion, that could become kind of annoying. I've seen this, you know, I can back this up factually that for many people it becomes annoying very quickly.
Especially depending on what kind of compliment it is. Like it's not, if it's not work related, it's not a compliment like, hey, you know, I really like how you do your work. But if it's all these compliments like, wow, Gizelle, you look so good in that dress. And it's all the time, you know, wow, Gizelle, I really love the way your hair falls. Wow, Gizelle, I love the way your earrings look. Like, and then you're like, you know?
You know, it's okay to compliment. That's, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you might make a person be, you know, like you said, you might make a person be a type or whatever, but you know, don't overdo it. Definitely don't overdo it. You gotta know how to take a hint from a woman if you're doing this with intent. So it's okay if like you see a person who compliments, nothing should be wrong with that. If a person gets irritated by that, that's a character thing within them, you know. But
don't you compliment them back, like, because sometimes like maybe the compliment, depending on who it's coming from and how it's done, it makes you feel uncomfortable to the point where like, but you try not to show discomfort. You're trying not to show that you're like weirded out because you. So what you do is you sort of compliment the back, like, I like your shoes. Them shoes is nice, you know, even if they're not. Like, hey, you know what? You rocking them shoes. They're really nice. What does
one thing I say that this leads me thinking in is that trying to lead with money, that's annoying to people that kind of have a, you know, kind of are who they are and, you know, have their values, have their standards already. They ain't just, you know, going for anything. That's annoying, like leading with money, you know, trying to show off what you have, or that don't float a lot of women's boats. I'm just telling you.
That's right. It's gonna sink it. Chris has a nice I know who that is. He has a good question. What does emotional safety look like in a relationship?
Emotional safety?
What does it look like in a relationship?
Emotional safety. I would say, you know, being able to express yourself without judgment, being able to actually talk to the person at any time, you know, not afraid that like you're walking on eggshells. Like if you express a feeling, if you say something that they're going to be mad and they're going to be begrudging, like they're going to hold some type of vendetta and you won't have a good birthday, which is coming up, or the holidays won't be good, or that date you guys were planning is not going to happen anymore. So I'm just going to be quiet. Like walking on eggshells, that's not, you don't have emotional safety in that way. Emotional safety would be, you know, like I said, you can talk to the person, you can express your feelings. Also that they already understand. So it's not so much as you're expressing feelings because so many things are going wrong or not being understood, and you're just talking to men things. It's more so like they're understanding already. They're on that level emotionally with you already. They're working to, you know, keep you safe, keep you emotionally safe. And then you
Right.
guys can just talk about anything. It doesn't have to just be like problems. There's, you know, having a lot of problems and having to talk about it, even if they listen, is not emotional safety either.
Right.
That's what
I agree. I like your point of view, Miss Gizelle. I love it. I know you got a birthday coming this year, so do I.
Yes, yes, yes. We are both Sages, and I'm December 13th.
November 26th.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do, and we'll see.
I want to go to a mail review.
You want to go where?
To a mail review.
A mail review. What is that?
Instead of saying male strip club, it's called a mail review.
Oh, okay. It's more like they keep some things on.
I said that, yeah, that they put like Magic Mike on and stuff like that.
Like
yes.
that, like that.
I mean, I would love a whole room full of different, you know, my boxes of chocolate, like different types of. But I'm really like, I would love to travel to like Korea and see how they get down, because I really like how the men be like dancing. I'm like, oh God, Jesus.
Do you think you'll make that happen? Like maybe travel this year, or
No, that's too soon to go to Korea. But I mean, I really, I would like them to bring it to the States. You know, maybe they can go on tour and come here and show us how they open a beer bottle with their abs. Have mercy. I'm like, I was watching a few videos where these guys they have these nice, beautiful, ripped abs, and they were opening beer bottles with them.
Oh, really?
Oh,
my
yes.
goodness.
Oh, yes.
That's a lot.
Oh, yes. You know, and Gizelle, and that's a good question, Chris. But yeah, that's what from our point, I have to agree with your point of view with emotional safety is when you really like if the person gets upset with you, but you understand that it's not a big deal, and you don't let it. I mean, I really don't think that anybody should let anything get to them so quickly. People are so quick to react. If somebody, your loved one or whoever it is, they get mad at you, some people are quick to snap. And I gotta say, I have been very impressed this year with the amount of men who I've been noticing don't react so quickly. You know, they're not quick to get mad.
That's a good thing.
At anybody. It's almost like nothing can bother. Do you know how sexy that is? A man with self-control over his emotions. It means other things too.
Emotional, having emotional intelligence, you know, that's self-control, that's patience, being not quick to react, thinking first, listening first, and then responding.
Yes, that's a man that belongs in a suit that I will gladly take off.
Well,
especially the kind of male that other males listen to. You know?
So you like a leader, the leader of the pack, huh?
I mean, I like him to have his swag, and yeah, he's a leader and like intelligence. I'm so attracted to an intelligent male. I'm so attracted to, you know, like I like mysterious, the intelligent, mysterious, attractive male. It only makes him more attractive the more mysterious he is. And then the more I can't, like, if I can't figure him out, but then he lets me figure him out when we're alone.
Long as what I figure out and you would know double life, but not, you know.
No. See, no, I knew that was coming, but you know what I mean. in this case, it's one of those like he's so in control of his emotions and how he carries himself that he doesn't just invite anybody in, because that's what that tells you. Like, okay, he's not the type to just let everybody in. Now, let's say I'm the social butterfly, because I am. He's okay. He doesn't feel threatened by that. Oh, that's even sexier.
That's something too, because some people don't have the confidence to be able to be by the side of a woman that is a social butterfly, or maybe just out there, or and or highly attractive, and it makes problems. They don't have that type of emotional intelligence to be able to just handle that, and to not take offense like the other guy you said ready to fight someone, or to be jealous, or trying to keep a person at home just so that you don't hey. So yeah, I feel like insecurity is in males is a lack of emotional intelligence, as far as like trying to hinder your partner from being social, or being out, or wearing something that's daring, having a problem with those things because of attention. You gotta be confident in yourself and your relationship. Don't project onto a person. But I will also say, that's another thing you have to consider, like when you're choosing a person. So you can't just choose a stripper and then just expect her to just completely 360 her wardrobe or her character, whatever it may be, however it is you met her. Now, growth is good, but completely changing a person is not something that you should try to do, or have a problem with. If she's dressed in a certain way, you met her that way, and that's what got you. Now you're trying to make her be a certain other way because, you don't want her to have other attention. Hey, you picked it. Deal with it.
You knew what you were signing up for from the beginning.
Right.
So, how, we got, I said, it says, in reference to like business relationships, I want to remind folks, not every opportunity is for everyone. Make sure it complements your mission. So not every opportunity. So a person that you're taking interest in is not for everyone. Your mic is muted, by the way.
Yes, I just did that. So he said business relationships will work.
He says, in reference to business relationships, I want to remind folks, not every opportunity is for everyone. Make sure it complements your mission in life.
Yes, I agree. Not every opportunity is for everyone, and may not be leading you on the path you need to be going on.
Right. I agree. I agree.
And it could also take you out of your element, take you somewhere where you really don't need to go, and probably sometimes you may do business, and there could be conflicts, and conflict of interest, or like differences of beliefs, and like maybe you had a friendship and then you guys went into business. And sometimes just because you're friends, that might not be a venture that you should do with a friend, because maybe your differences of beliefs or the way you operate, it's gonna clash. It's not gonna work in the business relationship.
I know all about that.
Cause the friendship to end.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Maybe they're jealous. Maybe you have a really jealous. You got to consider all of that. You got to consider all of that.
I can't tell you that it's some people that, because they're your friend, they want special privileges when you trying to treat everybody the same. They don't want you to treat them the same as everybody else that you just met, that you're paying, that's now on board your project. They want special special attention. And I'm like, I gotta treat everybody the same, everybody
Right.
equally. Okay. You're not
Mhm.
gonna get special treatment from me just because we're friends. If we're working together, this is a working environment. Don't
Right.
take what I say to heart. If I'm telling
Right.
you,
Right.
to that actors or whoever needs water on set, just go get it.
Right. Right. Right.
Stop
Because
acting
the hat you wear in the business environment is different from, you know, LeeLee the goddess just on from her point of view or just in regular life. Like you got to be stern sometimes, and people can
stern.
sometimes take it to heart or get their feelings hurt because you're operating in you in tiger mode. You're in business mode. You're in boss mode.
There's a lot
That's
of
all.
delicate flowers that I know, very
Right.
delicate. So delicate
Mhm.
that you gotta walk on eggshells. And here's the thing: if you gotta walk on eggshells with a person and you're not even in the work environment, how the hell you expect to work with that person in the work environment if you gotta walk on eggshells outside of it?
Mhm.
So, anyways, yeah, that's what you hear from myself, Lady the Goddess, and the lovely Gizelle. From Her Point of View Talk Show, Season 5, Episode 1. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your questions. And thank you for sharing your point of views with us as well.
And we would love for you guys to contact us to book your interview for our next episode. We do air every second and fourth Tuesday for season 5. This is our final season, and we will be on Roku as well as the YouTube platform and Instagram. We go live there as well. And we are now sponsored by the famous Chicago Bridge magazine. They're based out of Las Vegas, so that's a great addition to our platform, and that's the channel Roku that our show will be airing on as well. So definitely take the opportunity and to book and email us at I Said It Management, or you can DM us personally on our platforms. I'm at Jizzy Worldwide.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and Google Lily the Goddess, and you can find me on all social media platforms. I would love to connect with you, work with you, network with you. And please subscribe to Flawless Dreams LLC on YouTube. I appreciate all of the subscribers and the followers. Love you. Love you, love you, love you.
All right, guys, until we meet again.
Ciao, y'all.
Quiet on a set, scene one begins with beautiful woman walking into the room. I call her my beautiful because of her soul. I call her my sweetest because of her heart. I call her my queen because that's who a king deserves to spend life with. She's the jewel of my world, the diamond I've been searching for, the mold of perfection, a model citizen. Tonight is the evening I shall propose. Like, will you be my wife? Yeah, I said it. Spend life ago, love my world, the diamond I've been searching for, the mold of perfection, a model citizen. Tonight is the evening I shall propose. Like, will you be my wife? Yeah, I said it.